Hello guys, welcome to the Thecurlycodes. Today we are going to scrap all this data from this URL using Nodejs and Cheerio. Nowadays many companies are keeping it the first stage as an assignment for the developers. So at first they will give you an URL and ask you to scrap the data, keep it in a JSON file or store it somewhere like MongoDB or Postgres or Firestore and then do the front end work. So it's very essential for a JavaScript developer to know how to scrap data from a URL using JavaScript. So there is another packages like Nightmare, Puppeteer or JSDOM, but we are going to make a video of Cheerio and Nodejs. So follow along. So this is a blank folder I have. So at first I'm gonna install all the packages that I need. For now we need only 3 packages, that is request, Cheerio and fs. Done. So this is a main file. This is where we will scrap. We will import all the 3 packages here. And this is the URL we are going to use or scrap to get our data. As you can see, this is 100. For now we don't need 100, so we can do it 2 or 3 just to test if everything runs well. Then we will make the request to our URL, and the other parameters would be error, response and HTML. HTML is the whole markup that we are going to get. So this is gonna be arrow function. Guys, we don't need to know the entire jQuery here to use Cheerio. If you are a basic developer and you understand the basic syntax, then you will definitely follow along. And if you need to know more, you can definitely go to this Cheerio.js and you can read their whole document. So this is very straightforward. So this means a success case 200, and in that you can do const this is where we will load our markup, whatever we are getting back from the URL, and then here we need to know the entire thing. Whenever you want to scrape the data, you need to inspect. So this is something that we want. So you can see these are the movie cards. This is what we want. So what Cheerio does is, if you get the HTML, the whole markup, it will find according to your class name, like this is the class name, according to the attribute like if it's an image or if it's a span or if it's a h1, and then in this way like data color or style or title in this way. So we are going to use very basic methods here. So this was something we need to traverse, like this is a array where we need to iterate. So I'll copy this one, list item, this one I'm using. Whenever you use a class name, you use a dot before this. Each is for iterating the whole each object or cards, you can say. So this is I for index and el for element. You can use any other name. This is arrow function again. So again let object. So this is a each card. If I want to what I'm gonna scrap, the image, the first name, and let's say the minute, the genre, and votes and gross. So these are the 6 things I'm gonna do. So first of all, I'm iterating, and then let's see where the image lies. Okay. So we need to see, because actually what IMDb does is loading every single image is gonna be very late. So what they do, they have a each image, like if you can see, let's open another. Okay, let's see this one. Yeah, see, so this is actually one image that it is in every single card. Once the images are loaded, when I scroll, they load the proper image of the whole card. So before that, you can see one is in source. This is a pseudo image, and then load late. So we need the load late one, which is actually the real image that you are going to see. So we'll see, this is inside list item, inside this one, this class. So I'll write object dot image equal to dot find dot class name. This is the image class name. Then inside this class there is an image. So again find image. Here no dot because this is not a class name. And then dot load late. This is an attribute. So I will do attr, and that stands for attribute, and the attribute name. The attribute name is load late. So it's like a object inside an object inside an object. So in that way you have to find where it is, and you can see console. Let's print if everything is working fine. So we have 2 count, so we should be having 2 different images. Okay, see, so this is the images. If we want to verify, we can verify here. So it should be of Godfather. Yes, Godfather, right. So next the task is to get the header, this name and the year. So this is inside content, this is the header, this one what I want. So I would go, let's comment this out, dot name equal to again el. What's happening? Dot find, this is the class name, this is the name. A will go A and then text. So dot find A, again no dot because this is not a class, and text. So this one is header, and then span. See, there are 2 spans. So how do I know which one I need? So I'll use this class name again. So I would write header, inside that there is a class like this, and then the text. In header find a class whose name is this, and then get me the text. So again we can console and check name and year. right? Okay, we're getting good. So let's get another details. We'll see. Okay, we're done with this one. Next we need the duration and the genre. So that comes under text muted. Okay, instead of header we need to do text muted, and then there are 4 spans. We need the runtime and the genre. Yes. So let's copy this, and instead of header I need to write text muted, and inside text muted I need to write runtime. This is a class, and that would go text, and then genre. This is again another class and text. You can see there is some space, so we need to trim, and we can console this one as well. This is duration and genre. Cool. Okay, so there is a problem with genre. Okay, L. Yeah. Okay, cool. This works well as well. The next thing we need is votes and gross. So for that, first we need to find where these elements are. Okay, we need ratings as well if you want. This is in ratings, and then so this one is an easy one. Let's do it. Ratings. First is we need to go to ratings bar. This is the class again, and then there is this IMDb ratings, another class, and then we can get the data value, and this is an attribute. So attr attribute. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, okay, good to go. The answer should be 9.3 and 9.2. Okay, good. So we are almost done, but then I want you guys to know this one because this is a bit trickier. So here if you can see, this comes here. Yeah, so in this P there is 5 spans, and we need 0, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So how do we do it? Because all these are spans, how do we do it? So first of all, we need an array of the spans, and then we need to iterate through it. So what should be the logic? This too has a name of nb or data value. So the logic would be first get the spans for this class, and then dot attribute as span, and after that we will iterate and find if there is a name of nv, then get us the data value or the text. So let's write. First of all, const spans equal to, okay, this one I need to remove. What is the name? This is a class, so again you have to look through it. Find span. You can remove it. Okay. So now we have to go through spans dot each, and then again this is the index, an element, and this would be an arrow function, and here we need to check if this element has an attribute which has a name equal to nv. So in each, this is each of this span, each of this. So we need to check the 1 and the 4th. So how do we know the 1 or the 4? So we need to check the I, which stands for the index. I equal to 1, then if I equal to 4. You can write it here as well, or you can write this way, like if there is a data value, then get the data value. So this would be, first we need object dot votes object dot gauss meant dot text. For this we need the text. Go. And again for fourth we need the text. Here, yeah, millions and everything. Yes, cool. Okay, once done, it's console. And votes. Yeah, let's try. Yeah. So this one is undefined and undefined. We need to check what went wrong. Okay. So first of all, when the first one is iterating the first one, then there is no gross. And then when it comes the fourth one, then we get the both. So here it is. So now we need all this data in one array. Let movies list equal to this array, and we can push this whole thing. Dot push. What do we need to push? This object. Once the entire object is done, we can write. So how do we write? We can use this fs dot write file, and the file name would be movies.json b json dot stringify. What we need to stringify? This array, and then in the function we will put error, and then again if error, then error, or you can console. This should be the last, like completed. Okay, cool. Let's check then. I think we deleted all the consoles. Yeah, it's better not to have consoles. So this is the JSON file, and if we want to check that everything is right, can go to JSON formatter. Yes. Yeah, everything is there. Yes, you can see everything is there. So here you go, guys. So here you can change if you need 100 or 200 or 300 or whatever data. You can change your whole URL, and then again, but then you have to change this one according to your markup. So this is how you do. Make sure when you use a class name, use dot. When you use an attribute or say h1 or tag, any tag, you don't use the dots. And then for attributes you use ATR. There are a lot of different ways to do it, and I'll put the code and everything else, the other packages which you can use, in the description down below. So please share, subscribe, and like and comment, and let me know what you think. So thanks so much. Yeah, bye bye.